Hi, I'm Ebby Lynn. Welcome to my channel. It's very nice to see you here. Thank you so much for taking the time out of your day to watch my videos. You know, if you like them, please subscribe. I'm hoping by the end of this year, so we're only 3 weeks I believe into 2020, I'm hoping by the end of this year to have hit 10,000 subscribers. That's one of my little goals. So this video today, we're going to be talking about a convention called Playlist Live. You might have heard of it, you might not have, especially if you're on Meet Me or Tagged. You might have heard the name mentioned around, streamers mentioning the name. So I'm gonna go into a bit about what it is, what to expect, and why you should go. So first of all, a bit of history. So Playlist Live is it's a public convention. Anyone can go. I like to compare it to Comic-Con. You know, you hear the name, it kind of makes sense for the name. So Comic-Con, a convention centered around the comic book world and universe. People go there dressed up as their favorite comic book characters. You'll see Superman and Deadpool and all kinds of things. Playlist is kind of similar to that, except obviously without all the comic book characters. It is based around online content creators. So YouTubers, Instagrammers, live streamers, so people from TikTok, people from all modes of essentially online creation. And it's a way to talk with other people in your niche. Why don't I always say that word in my videos? Because I don't know how to pronounce it. But it's a way for creators to collaborate with each other, to meet other like-minded creators, and to learn more about what they do. Because there's no matter how successful you are, there's always room for more success. You know, no matter how many years you've been on this earth, you can still learn something new every day. Especially in the online, for this type of industry, in the online world, there's always new things. There's always a new app that's out there. There's always a new website popping up. You know, there's always gotta learn new things. So it's a great place to go if you ever plan on being a YouTuber or really just any type of creator. It's it's very useful. But even if you're not a creator and don't ever planning on being a creator, you probably have a couple creators that you like watching, or just I guess find interesting, or you follow. A lot of Instagrammers, a lot of YouTubers. Actually, if you go to the Playlist Live website, I'll link it down below. It's not too late to get your ticket for 2020 in Florida, Orlando, Florida. I will be there and a lot of people will be there. So if you ever wanted the chance to meet me, there you go. Get your butt down over to Orlando, Florida this year, Playlist. I will be there, and I was there last year. It's at the World Center Marriott on, I believe, International Drive in Florida. It was literally one of the biggest buildings I had ever been to, in my life. It was the size of an American mall, because for some we have ginormous malls for some reason. Well, not for some reason. We like to shop, but I like to shop. But it's just huge. It's a huge hotel. I believe, I might not be right here, but I believe that it's actually the world's largest Marriott. Don't quote me on that. That's what I've been told. But yeah, so it's huge. So it's a hotel, but it's also it's also commonly used as a convention center. So that's where Playlist is going to be held this year, and I believe from right now it's a little over 40 days from right now. I think it's 42. But I can't wait. I'm super excited. I'm gonna meet a lot of creators that I'm huge fans of and that I love. Last year I was lucky enough to meet a couple of them. Just can't wait. It's really exciting. It's really fun. So when you first get to Playlist, you're going to check in on whatever day your ticket allows you access to. You're gonna check in and pick up your badge. So your badge will be on a little lanyard, and then you'll have your little badge. You'll say your name, if you're a creator, your creator name, the company you're with or representing, or whatever information that you had to fill out will be on the website, will be on your badge. So you can pick that up, and I believe, last year, I think I either looked on the website or I looked on an app. They actually have like a full schedule of like all the events. I believe there was an app. I can't remember. I might have just looked at the website. Either way, you'll have some or a pamphlet. You'll have access to a list of schedules for like panels. And what a panels are what make conventions. So what a panel is essentially, think of it as like a little, like a mini class, like if you were going to like a high school or something. It would be hopping around going to like these mini classes, so you can learn a lot of things going to these mini classes. Like for example, you go to like a panel and it's about how to get more views on your YouTube channel. Who wouldn't want to know how to do that, right? And professional YouTubers, full-time YouTubers will be like, for this example would be like at the board and explaining to you like all these tips and techniques, and a lot of the times I like to bring like a little notebook or jot things down. It's a really, really great learning experience. But of course there's also panels that are just fun and goofy, like for example, there could be like a panel that's about the best cat videos on YouTube 2020 so far, or something like that. I'm just spitballing, but I hope you get the gist. It's about attending these little room events, or sometimes they're actually rather large. It's attending like these events during like a block of time with like-minded people, and you can socialize with those people afterwards, social network. So you can see how, obviously, if you're a content creator, ever planning on being a content creator, you can obviously probably see this is already like a really good opportunity. And I cannot emphasize that enough. Like if you ever are serious about content creating or creating videos, like go like to this event or similar events. Like there's an event out in California called VidCon. It's quite literally the exact same thing, copy paste, it's just over in California. And I guess the convention's a bit larger. That's in Anaheim, California, which is like, I think about like a 30-minute drive from LA, give or take. But yeah, so Playlist was really, really cool last year, and I was really glad to be able to attend. I actually wasn't going to go, because at the time, as a streamer, I had recently become a top streamer, on an app called Meet Me. You might have heard of it, you might have not. But that's my main platform as of right now. And at the time, I'd recently become a top streamer, which is essentially like being an ambassador for the app. So at the time, I'd recently become a top streamer, one of these ambassadors, at only like 18, and I'd only been a top streamer for about, let me think, if I got it January 18th, and it wasn't like, I'd only been like a top streamer for like a month and a half, so it really wasn't that long. So I wasn't like relatively super well known around the app. So I was like really intimidated. I was like, oh, but like there's a bunch of like top streamers, you know, ambassadors that are like way more popular than me on the app. Like nobody knows who I am. And all this negative talk, and was convincing myself not to go basically. But then one of the employees for the app reached out to me, an admin, and they were saying like, you know what, like go, like this is going to be a really great opportunity, like I highly recommend it for you. And they coaxed me. I was like, all right, you don't need to talk to me anymore, I'm already about to go buy my ticket. So you know who you are, shout out to you. You literally like changed my life, because that was such a great and amazing opportunity for me, and I'm really glad that I was able to do that. But yeah, so I had a really great time at Playlist, meeting a lot of people, and it was my first time like really getting to meet people in person from like the online world, which I can't tell you how bizarre of a feeling that is, to like see people that you know and talk to every single day, like over video or whatever, or messages, and then all of a sudden they're in the flesh, but times like 30 or 40 at the same time. Let's just say, this is a story for another day, but I walked into a room and there were like 30 people from the online world that I like recognized instantaneously. My brain was just like, oh my god, it was just like in hyperdrive. My brain was like, oh my god, there's that person, and that person, and that person, and that person. I can't explain how much of like a mind fuck that was. It was insane. But yeah, so playlist live 2020. I believe it is February 28th, 29th, and March 1st this year. And yes, I did say February 29th because it's a leap year, I guess. So anyways, this kind of wraps up my video for now. I really hope that you guys have been enjoying my videos so far. Honestly, I haven't watched all my videos so far. I'm very lazy. But yeah, I don't know if this will convince you to go or not, but if you do, great. I'd love to meet you. I'd love to see you. So I'll be seeing you. This basically wraps up my video. So yeah. If you don't mind though, if you actually got this far in the video, if you could leave a comment in my, just leave a comment. You know how to do that, assumingly. Kind of like what you think of my videos so far and any type of like feedback that you'd have for me, because again, I'm very new to this. I still don't really know what I'm doing, and any and all feedback is greatly appreciated. And I didn't address this in my last video, but my first video I had streamed or recorded vertically, and people were saying, oh, record horizontally, and I looked at my last video, I was like, yep, that fixed a lot. That fixed a lot. So yeah, thank you guys for that. Thank you. I'm still trying and growing. We'll try and grow together with your guys' help. I can't do it alone. So I'll see you, and bye. Much love.